Thanks for joining us. I'm Bridget Shanahan.
And I'm Vince Petrano. Members of the Menominee Tribe and Kenosha Casino supporters are rallying at the state capitol today. Some walked from the Menominee Reservation in Keshena about 150 miles to Madison. They want to have one last meeting with Governor Scott Walker to make a final offer on the casino. The governor's rejection of the proposal becomes irreversible tomorrow. Walker reiterated yesterday he's not meeting with the tribe because he has already made his decision.
Investigators are calling an early morning fire suspicious. It started around 4 this morning when a car drove into the back of a building across the street from the La Perla restaurant. Now, at this point, it's not clear if the crash is what started that fire, but again, fire investigators are considering it suspicious.
Well, today is Ash Wednesday. It begins the Christian Lenten season. The Archdiocese of Milwaukee opened the season with a special Mass this morning. Bishop Emeritus Richard Scalba also spoke at Old St. Mary Parish, and Archbishop Jerome Listecki spoke at Pius High School.
We as Christians need to understand who it is that we follow and who it is that offers us the hope for all of humanity. And so we begin this liturgy as we address our God in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
And on this day, Catholics receive ashes as a visual sign of their faith.
Just a few days left of Milwaukee Public Schools' three-choice enrollment period. MPS says you should enroll by Friday in order to have the best chance at getting kids into their first choice school this fall. Families will learn their school placement in mid-March. MPS says 90% of families get one of their top 3 choices.
A challenge today to nearly 500 MPS students. The PTA at the French Immersion School is joining a national challenge asking students to commit 5,000 acts of kindness in 15 days. The French Immersion PTA hoping to inspire other parents as well by bringing the challenge to their schools. And we just learned today Whitman Middle School is going to start their challenge next month.
Oh, we've been tracking it for a couple weeks now. The cold Arctic air up in Canada, and it has arrived. Wind chills are well below zero today. We had some light snow showers overnight, and then we had some clearing during the morning hours. Now the clouds are moving back in. A little mixture of sun and clouds throughout the day. Could even see a few flurries as well. Temperature 5 degrees in Milwaukee, and it's dropping. 6 below in Rhinelander, 9 below in International Falls. The cold air has definitely settled in across the upper Midwest and the Great Lakes area. It just looks nasty out in Port Washington. The gray sky, this is the kind of gray color everywhere. Then, of course, you have the steam coming off the water with that cold temperature of only 5 degrees. Northwesterly wind, we knew it was going to be gusty today. It's 21, sustained, gusting to almost 30 miles per hour in some locations, like 30 in Racine. It's 24 in Madison, 26 in Milwaukee, and that, unfortunately, is dropping those wind chills into very dangerous categories. 15 below in Milwaukee, feels like 16 below in Kenosha, 19 below in Waukesha, and there is a 20 below up towards Green Lake. There is a wind chill advisory that goes into effect this evening from 6 o'clock until noon tomorrow for wind chills across southeastern Wisconsin, ranging from 20 below to almost 30 below zero. Those colder wind chills of 28 to 30 below would be west of Waukesha into the extreme inland areas away from the lakefront. You're talking about 10 minutes of exposure to get frostbite when you have temperatures like that. No warnings, however. It would be an advisory with wind chills of 20 to 30 below. Today's Goddard gauge is 0. Easy to figure that out. Clouds, highs in the single digits, windy, and wind chills 15 to 20 below. Not nice. No records being broken tonight, but it's going to be cold. The record is 17 in Milwaukee. We'll be 7 below, 8 below in Racine. And look at these 10 to 12 below zero readings from Waukesha and further inland. Winds do dial down just a little bit. They'll be 10 to 20, but that will push those wind chills to 25 to almost 30 below. 9 below in Shorewood, 12 below Pewaukee, and 9 below in Oak Creek. So we have the gusty northwesterly wind today. That's going to start to ease up just a little bit overnight at 10 to 20, even lighter during the day on Thursday, and more sunshine as high pressure sits right over us. So that's going to help us, but with a temperature of 2 degrees above zero, doesn't take much wind to get those nasty wind chills once again. Clouds increase for Friday, and with that we'll see some flurries and occasional light snow with about an inch of accumulation by Friday evening into early Saturday morning. Not a lot of snow, just more nuisance adding to the cold. 8 degrees today, wind chills to 15 below, and then for tonight we're talking 7 below zero, 11 below inland with wind chills to 30 below. Your high on Thursday of 2 with wind chills of 15 below. Even colder for Friday morning at 8 below, but the winds will be lighter, so wind chills only, well, let's say 10 to 20 below. Oof. 27 for Saturday after some light snow on Friday, 17 on Sunday, and getting cold once again on Monday with a low temperature of 1 below.